Wait, the staying power for what 20-year-old game is shocking? What is this? What is this spoiler right here? What is this spoiler? That's what we should have done in Curiosity. Loot boxes to get whales. Can I tell you something, Destiny? I'm also supported by whales. It's not something that's good. You're more like fish? Well, yeah, Tino, you're not sub, but like, you know, let's be honest. I've had some large gift subbers in my day probably make me seem like a bigger streamer than I actually am when it comes to sub numbers. You know what? No sugar daddies in October, though. October was very low sugar daddy month. No Nut November? No, I do. Okay. I don't like talking about this on stream, but occasionally, sometimes, I like the weed. And in November, I do No Nug November. Last year, I made it till November 5th. We had some dramatic things happen. And this year I'm going, we're making it. You don't say, you never notice? I don't know if you're being sarcastic or mean or dick. Or you're being real. That's good. I just have red eyes sometimes. Actually, that's not because of that, though. That's not one of the symptoms I suffer from. What happened on day 6? Yeah, we had elections and shit. It was just, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. But not this year. This year I'm going to be great, chat. So, but I might be really cranky. There might be times where I'm a little, like, annoyed. And before World War III starts? Whatever. It says that until I drop below 2K subs? What do you mean? Why would I drop below 2K? Why are you saying that? Don't say that, dude. Why would you even... Don't put that juju on me. Don't you put that juju on me. We're going back up. It's Christmas time. How do I open that one? I'm gonna get, we're gonna have a whole tree here this year. Like, I've got so much room for Christmas decorations this year. I'm actually really hyped. All right. Only 2 kids showed up. I bet they got a lot of s'mores. I bet they got a lot of s'mores and candy. Do I have family coming for Christmas? Yes, my dad comes for Thanksgiving every year. Usually because the Lions and Packers play, but it's just kind of like we've always done Thanksgiving, no matter what. Actually, do you know why me and my dad do Thanksgiving every year? I'll tell you the real reason. I was going to act like it's some like cute family tradition or something. No, the real reason we do Thanksgiving is because after Thanksgiving, it starts snowing, and my dad won't leave snowmobile area until snow's over. So for the last 20 years, that like once it snows, like I'm not going to see my father. It's just not going to happen. It's 0% chance until the snow melts. So that's what it is. So we always do Thanksgiving together, and then it'll come like in June, usually. It should. I could visit him in Snowmobile Land. Dude, yeah, but it's okay. If my dad's healthy enough to snowmobile, he's healthy enough to get on a plane. And here's my thing, is that for me to get on a plane and go visit him, I got to take my kid out of school, all right? I got to miss multiple days of work. A job that I don't have PTO for. Then I got to fly on a plane. I got to drive like 2 more hours to his house, rent a car, etc., right? It's both more expensive and he lives in a place that has less snow than the place I live in. So he could come here for more snow anyway. Respectfully, the place he lives has significantly less snow than me. Call up Dan Clancy and tell him I need benefits. I'm good. He'd be like, go stream on Kick. That's what he would say to me. Have I played Prince of Persia in 1984? Why does that sound like some sort of Prince of Persia that warns about fascism? So yeah, it's just easier for my dad to come visit me. No, I haven't seen it. It's like a Wonder Woman movie. No, I haven't played that one. I've played this one and like Sands of Time, the Sands of Time sequel. The third one after that kind of just got kind of whacked by that point. Well, that was embarrassing. This one you have double the levels, and you have double the levels of the old one, and it's 2 hours. Potaboo in the Gooch. And there's 0% chance I beat this in 2 hours. Like, we're gonna get bad ending. I don't know if we're gonna accept bad ending. I don't know if the YouTube viewers are gonna be like okay with that, to be honest with you. They might demand a good ending. Oh, I could just go here. Oh, I'm dead now. I'm dead now. An ending's an ending? It's not like I'm not missing out on game content by not getting good ending. I mean, I guess we could, you know, just like YouTube the good ending, but also like, fuck that. As a future viewer of this YouTube video, you demand good ending? Are you gonna like, comment, and subscribe? Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. But like, how do you even run these games? You recall trying to run Aladdin and your PC didn't want to run it? Well, I'm playing on a Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So that would be, like, I'm playing on a Super Nintendo. I play all my old games on real consoles. You motherfucker. No, I don't play on emulators. I play on real consoles. Hold on. Here, I'm gonna give you 1 second. All right. Oh, here's me. Here's me. Here's me. There's my consoles. There's my CRT that I play on. There's all my consoles. Not all my consoles. This is just like the ones that I have hooked up. That's an HDMI Atari. You got the HDMI N64, RGB. The next two are RGB consoles. You got the unlocked PlayStation with the SD card chips, the Sega Saturn SD cards, the Sega Genesis with the Sega CD. Never started up the Sega CD. I actually have no idea how to start a Sega CD, chat. And then over there, you can't really see it, but there's a Dreamcast as well. Yeah, you can see the Dreamcast. And that's a custom painted Dreamcast. So like this is how I game, like right here. Like this is like what I look like. So if you want like the behind the scenes. I got to do something with this TV right here. I got to figure something out to do with that. And then this piece of art right here, this is actually a spinal cord, chat, because, you know, I do all the Wings for Life stuff. This is a spinal cord, like getting electrons run through it for the first time in a long time. That's what that is. But like the colors are in art. Yeah. The Hello Kitty TV is legit like the best CRT TV you can get. It's like the Hello Kitty TV is like a really, 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 really good TV. Living the dream. I've been doing this full time for 10 years. So like I've just acquired a lot of shit. And of that full time, like the vast majority of it, I've been a classic speedrunner, you know? And for a while, like, you know, like part of my thing was like, I always play on console, no matter what. Okay. Damn it! What's down here? I hate this fucking game, dude. It just controls so wonky. Wait, what's down here? How we doing? How you doing? It's day one. Day one of November. I wanted to put the Christmas tree up today. I'm gonna be real, chat. I was like, listen, things kind of suck. Let's just put the tree up, wife. I got vetoed so hard. You put yours up the week of Christmas? All right, the Grinch. It's not even December yet. Dude, Thanksgiving's the last week of November. It's like 2 days before September or December this year. I can't be waiting that long. She put in so much work towards Halloween. Dude, she did so much work this year. It's actually kind of insane how much work she did. She was amazing. You know what she got so many compliments on was her outfit. Her jellyfish outfit. And it was great. Stabby, stab, 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 stab. Stab, 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 stab. I want to put like lights up on my house that I can like adjust the color, and I want them permanently up there. So I don't even have to get Christmas lights. I can just adjust the color, and then, you know, St. Patrick's Day, I'll put green. You were alone? Sometimes you gotta just go out. Some of the best nights you'll ever have is just trying to go out all alone. It doesn't always happen though, so don't go out alone, have a shitty night, and then blame me, all right? Who's winning game 7 tonight? Toronto. I'll be real, I didn't think Toronto had a chance, but I mean, this is no hate on Ohtani, even in the slightest, right? But they got Scherzer. Scherzer's on the mound tonight. Yeah, I mean, that's, I don't know, like, Max Scherzer's a god. He's just so good. They also have the guy who started in single A. They got him. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, even the Dodgers just haven't had their bats come alive. But maybe that's the thing. Like, maybe it's like at some point something's gonna break. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I mean, they would have had, it would have been 3-2, man on third, 0 outs. I mean, like, I don't get why people are like, oh, it's a controversial call. Like, there's nothing controversial about that call at all. It is a back and forth series. It's a fun series. There's nothing in your village to do. You know what? There is a lot of nothing to do in a lot of places. And I think it's worse now than when I grew up. And I thought it was pretty bad when I grew up, but I totally agree. I feel like there's nothing that anyone young can do. Like, you know how they're like, Gen Z doesn't drink? Well, no fucking shit, they don't drink. Like, when I used to go out and drink, I would have like nights where we could go to the bar with $1 Coronas that night. Like, there'd always be some sort of drink special, something going on that we could drink relatively cheaply and have a good night out for like $20. Now there's 0% chance you can go anywhere. You go anywhere, you buy 2 drinks, $42. Well, whiskey and Coke. Wait, why is this not? Oh wait, I know what I need to do. Buy some cheap NASCAR beer. What's NASCAR beer? What's NASCAR beer? Climb. Climb. God damn it. That's wild. Don't besmirch Miller High Life. I'm not besmirching anything. I lived off Keystone at one point in my life. I think a lot of people watched the baseball game last night here, yeah. This is a game no one can beat. And to be fair, this is one that like everyone's come in and been like, you know what? I did never beat this. Usually people come in and they're like, this game's easy, blah, 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 you know? This game's so easy. You just suck. And I'm like, yes, I do, because I just learned this. You motherfucker. It is a miserable to play game. It's like, this game's weird in that it's awesome, but it also like sucks. It is a classic game. Like, there's no denying it's a classic game. Classic. It is like it is. It's definitely an awesome game. It just also sucks. The SNES version has 10 more levels than the DOS version. Thank you for a dwarf raid. I appreciate it. The PC version has way better controls. I feel like they controlled the same. Shadow, thank you for the dwarf weight. I really, really appreciate the love. What were y'all doing? You remember this game? It was funny. Oh, I don't remember this level. What do we do in this level, chat? Yo, thanks. I appreciate. I really appreciate that. It's actually like a huge shout out when another creator can come in and give some love. So thank you for that. You just boosted my ego. You made my ego get hard. Wait, let's look outside. This is Prince of Persia 1. Dude, how does anybody beat this in two hours? This is impossible in 2 hours. When's Mario Baseball? Season 2 starting. Season 2 starts in January. Actually, it's something I gotta get working on. I'd say late January is when season 2 is gonna happen. The draft. Which really everybody just wants the draft, right? Like, that's what everyone's real excited about is the draft. I'll have to check that one out. Dude, some of the levels are way longer than 6 minutes. Like, the first level took me 5 minutes. Yes, this is for the SNES. You're on a timer if you want to get... There's a good ending and a bad ending, apparently. And the good ending, you have to beat the entire game in 2 hours. Like, real time. But the problem is, like, each level's, like, way longer than 2 hours. You bastard. Am I impressed with the programming of this game? This game is weird in that it's like, it is a great video game, but it's also a horrid video game. It should have just had no combat at all. What's great? It's like level design's really cool and interesting, I feel. Is there something down here? Yeah, but the 60-minute timer's with half the levels. I should have played the PC version just so I'd already be done, because we've done the 10 PC levels. Thank you for 39 months. I love subs. Why do we both have the same grunt? Did you guys notice that? This is SNES. Yeah, this is the SNES version. Yeah, maybe that's it. Should have played the Apple II original. I'd already be done. I'd be done with Apple II original. We'd be done and over. They're both grunting in Persian. I guess that makes sense. That's why it sounds the same. Ah, that's why it sounds the same. How far have I gotten? Level 12. What up, Vic? Wait, where are we going here? We've stolen 0 candy so far. You know what? I gotta be real, chat. He didn't get the candy I like last night. Like, he didn't really get any of the candy that I wanted to steal, so I feel like I'm just gonna go buy some candy today. Sweet tarts. He didn't get one thing of sweet tarts. He did get a full giant bag of Skittles, though. He did get, there was only one full candy bar house. And then there was another one that were making kids spin a wheel. Dude, this is kind of fucked up. Like, so he had kids spinning a wheel. A couple of them were full-size candy bars, right? A couple of them were, you know, small candy. You get 1 or 2 small candies, right? That's cool, whatever. But then he also had, like, dental floss on there, which I thought was pretty fucked up. I was like, really, guy? You're gonna make these kids, you're really gonna give them dental floss? And he did. Oh, he did. Yeah, he made the kids spin a wheel. Damn it. Gambling for content? Honestly, if I was willing to dox myself, it would have been a great stream. We have a great fucking neighborhood for trick-or-treating. Okay. I don't remember where we're going in this one. King size? Okay, having king size is wild. Like, maybe if you got, like, you know, 10 total trick-or-treaters coming for the day. In this economy? We know who... Ooh. Ooh. That's kind of wild. Yeah, there's a lot of sports on today. Today's a wild sports day. We got basketball, baseball, college football. It's got everything. It's not quite because it doesn't have NFL on, but last Sunday we did. Last Sunday had it all. I think Thursday had it all too. What do y'all know about April and the D? That's a deep cut for some people. Can you really call Thursday a football game though? I mean, the Ravens looked like how the Ravens probably should have looked all year. You got a hot take for the upcoming Pats vs Jets game Thursday? Well, you know what? I'd love to hear it, but also I don't know how much I care about Pats Jets on Thursday. I don't know how much I could ever care about the Jets. Anything. How do I get through that one? Yeah, I would hate to be a Jets fan. I don't get what, like, isn't that bad? Like, isn't it bad that I just released like a bad version of me? Is that not bad? You're born into being a Jets fan? Yeah, I mean, you're born into being a lot of bad fandoms. Like, that's just how it be sometimes. There's just nothing you can do about it. Nobody chooses that life. You think anyone wants to choose to root for a shitty fucking team? No, nobody wants that life. Like, you know how bad it is to be a fan of a team with, like, bad ownership? Bad, cheap, shitty owners? Ugh. You gotta, and then it's like you gotta pretend that they're not horrible. I mean, not even pretend. They're horrible humans. You know they're horrible humans. You know they're cheap bastards, fucking dickheads, basically stealing money from a fandom. Oh wow, that was really, really violent death. You know, just making money off their TV deals and shit. Letting all their best players go. They'll get generational talent and trade them to the Lakers. But yeah, it honestly sucks. And like, no one's forcing you to be a sports fan, but I don't really think you, like, I don't know, like, as a sports fan, it's not like I enjoy the fact that I am one. I don't really get much, like, say over it, you know? My eyeballs like what my eyeballs like. I don't know what it is, but big round things bouncing. makes me happy. Wait, what? The Pirates are gonna get rid of... Yeah, they have. I mean, he's got to leave. They're not gonna pay him. He's not gonna win there. I mean, even if they did pay him, they'd eventually just trade him one day to the Yankees anyway. So he might as well negotiate his contract while he can. Wait, was there a purpose of going up here? Can't remember. The sports teams in your area made you not like sports? Understandable. Well, it's just like eventually you come to a point you're like, these owners fucking suck. These owners are basically stealing from me at this point. Oh, you son of a bitch. I hope baseball never goes to a cap. Yeah, I actually did. I do hope they do have salary floors, though. Every team should have to spend 1/3 what the Dodgers are spending. Well, didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. The Packers don't have that problem. Okay, well, the Packers, honestly, I bet a lot of teams could operate the way the Packers do. The thing with the Packers is the Packers literally just steal from their fans every few years when they need an influx of money. Like, you can buy shares in the Packers, but they're not worth anything. You can't do anything with them. You can't even resell them to someone else. It's a lie. Being the Dallas Mavericks are sabotaging the team to move into Vegas. I don't think that's not what's happening with the Mavericks. But then they went and got Cooper Flagg, so. It's no different than buying a jersey for a team. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I think all sports should get rid of their salary caps. Buying a share of the Packers is no different than buying a share of... Well, it's way different than buying a share of any other business, though. You're not buying a real share of the team, you know, that's not real. I'm not saying it is different than buying a jersey from your team, right? Outside of the fact that the jersey sales, you know, are split amongst all the teams and the player that the jersey number represents. Shit. But yeah, I mean, I feel like buying a share of the Packers is, I'd rather buy a jersey, if that's the equivalent of it. You know what? Hot take, they rob their fans' loyalty. Do the shareholders get to vote on the next coach? The Braves are literally a publicly traded company. I own stock in the Braves. It's funny you say that. I own stock in the Braves. Not a lot, but. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And MSG's parent company. I have Formula One. Formula One's parent company too. Madison Square Garden owns the Sphere, which is just like, I want every building to be the Sphere. You're going to get screwed when the AI bubble bursts? Well, okay, so I don't own like anything in, you know, like really related to that. And I think my big thing with it is because I feel like OpenAI is the one you would want, right? And you can't buy OpenAI. Yeah. Okay, so now where am I going now? Where am I going now? I don't remember where to go now, chat. I mean, to be honest with you though, I don't know if AI, like, I feel like it might be something people just keep pouring money into forever and ever and ever. Oh wait, I remember where I need to go. AI is like the boyfriend that most of these girls dated in college, like tons of potential. Will they ever reach it? I don't know, but they're gonna stick with them just in case. Because if they do, they hit the jackpot, right? I didn't want to do that. Okay, I remember what to do now, I think, on this. That's an interesting analogy. Well, I mean, I feel like everyone thinks like if they can just be like the AI company that does this better than every other AI company, you know, they're going to make money. But like, I think like a lot, like, okay, like the same way that we have the ability, like the same way that like right now we have the ability to like, you know, desalinate water, salt water. Like we can make salt water fresh drinking water. Like that's something we could do. But it's not really cost effective. I think we're a long time away from AI being cost effective. Or even something like that stupid fucking Neo robot. There's no way that company is going to fold so quick. Like that company's gonna have to drain so much money into these robots that are never gonna be able to learn. Like the technology to do what they actually say they want to be able to do just doesn't exist yet. They're not going to be able to pay people. They're not like, for every robot they sell, they basically have to have one person on call ready to fucking get up and like the robot. Thank you, Aardvark. Thank you, Aardvark, for actuing a very simplistic argument that I was using. But thank you. I think Aardvark, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I think you are missing the point of what I was saying. The AI car race was hilarious. I thought that was pretty funny too. The Neo robot has a perv controlling it. First of all, you don't know that he's a perv. You're correct is what you mean. That's not the point of what I said though. I said we have the ability to do it. We don't at all for any reason because it's cost prohibitive. That's not what I said. So you're Ardark, my point is you're actually something I didn't say. But okay, I agree, you are correct. You're also just currently irrelevant. In this particular conversation. What's my favorite AI model? The one that folds my laundry? Is there one that folds my laundry? But anyway, I think at this point, people are going to keep pouring money into it until we get there, no matter what. Yes? Which one folds your laundry? Because it's not Neo. No, Draco, that's what we're talking about. That's not an AI at all. It's a dude. It's a dude in a VR headset controlling him. It doesn't exist. Like it will never. The one they're selling will never do anything autonomously. Vonderblaw, what up? Thank you for the 6 months. Yeah, so I don't like any of them. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I don't like any of them. Where am I going? I don't remember. 12. Oh, no, I don't really care. I'm not really, like, I don't really hate or hate it. I just don't think it's... It making my movies isn't that cool. Like, I don't know, like, it's like, the only thing that I think AI is ever useful for is like when a new, like when Sora comes out, there's like 2 weeks of funny videos. And then after that, its best use is faking out the boomers. Yeah. I don't remember where to go on this level. The one good thing for me is it can't take my job right now because it's not good enough. Oh, it'll take my job one day. I mean, like, how am I going to be able to... Here's the thing. People don't care what their entertainment, like where their entertainment comes from. The vast majority of people don't. They just care that they can get it when they want it. So if you could have a AI on 24/7 that can respond to people and interact and get up and move around in a room. Yeah, that wasn't his costume was actually the fish. I don't remember where to go. Not here. The human element. What's missing? Well, the AI would have a personality. Like in theory, right? You take an AI model, you have it watch decades of my videos. You recreate this room, and then you lock that bitch in the room for, dude, that's a book. Oh, I don't remember where to go here. I don't remember where to go. Not here. What's the PB now? Level 12, but I can't remember where I'm going at this moment. I know I don't want to do that. That I know. That I absolutely know. That I fucking know. Ain't nobody piloting a murder bot in my house who would agree to that. I would, you know what? I wouldn't have a problem with it if it was like, all right, so the guy has to come around and show this robot, like they have to like show every inch of the house, show where like this thing is, how they want it. Like if it was one time specifically, but it's not. It's literally any time that fucking robot's around. Anytime that robot's doing anything with the model that's supposedly shipping next year, it's gonna have to have a person in it and you have to schedule it to do its thing. You're really only alive to see the end of the world somehow? I see. I really hope I or my kid doesn't. Because I'm going to feel really bad if I brought this kid into this world and he sees the end of it. Or like any sort of breakdown in society at all. And I'm going to feel really stupid. If there's just a general mass breakdown in society, I'm just going to be like, why did I do anything? Neo, finish Prince of Persia for me. Give it 2 weeks. Where did Labupu go? I don't know what you're talking about. It's back in its box. Good afternoon to the Western Hemisphere only? Damn, suck it, Eastern Hemisphere. All right, so we go here. We go here, and this opens what? Has this game changed in any way? What do you mean? I remember what I need to do, chat. I remember what I need to do. You East Coasters have already done a lot today? Okay, stop bragging. Stop bragging. Is this game actually fun? Maybe? Maybe? Get that nap. Saturdays are for naps. Do I plan to beat the DOS version as well? No, this has the same levels as the DOS version, except it's got 10 more. I did a little research, and apparently this version is harder because of the extra levels. But is it better than Battletoads? I don't know. I think Battletoads controls a little better. You know what I'll say? It has better level design than Battletoads. Battletoads level design is actually really bad. I would like to beat Prince of Persia, but I'm lost on this level. You get 2 hours instead of 1 hour. Sometimes a game doesn't seem amazing because it actually is amazing, but every game reuses ideas. I will agree with that. Like, sometimes you see a game and it's good for its time, but then every game just gets, like, in its genre, just like bites it and like takes it a little bit of a step further. GoldenEye, you know? And then it ends up not being a good game anymore. Only way for me to find out is for me to play both. Yeah, I'm sure after this game you're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's play more Prince of Persia. Mario 64 is great though. There we go. That's where I need to go. Oh yeah, and then I got this bitch. Dude, that was a parry off right there. Who is she? She's a fucking see you next Tuesday. That's who she is. Took me down. Is Red Earth commentating in Greater Persia, or do they import these women? Maybe she dyed it. Perhaps she dyed it. Wig, maybe. Aha! Da-da-da! She's dead. I killed her. Level 7. I killed a woman. You know what? I'm just not gonna make any jokes, actually. This would just be taken out of context, right? It'd just be the clip. It'd just be just my face of me being like, "You're damn right I did." And I left her to, you know. No, I don't want that. Luckily, I'm not big enough to make live stream fails. Like, live stream fails is basically like 20 streamers now, so like it wouldn't be that. It would never be that bad for me ever again. Oh, whoops. You'll never pluck a roach off your shirt while talking shit, hopefully. No. If I had roaches in my house, we would burn it down. No, I mean, that's something that honestly, like, it's annoying, like, being on the same platform as some people. We're all equal opportunity murder. I'll murder anything if it gets in my way, okay? What's a little murder, everyone? Every once in a while. What's a little murder? Wait, where did I fuck up? I saw there was a Luigi guy actually last night. One of the dads was like it was like a Luigi with like a Nerf gun and blood splattered over him, but like Luigi, you know? Like Mario Luigi. Isn't that one supposed to be opening right now? Am I wrong? It was a Luigi, but it was a reference to another Luigi. Bandastard, thank you for 69 months. If you're lurking right now, could you please type nice? Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks, lurkers. Okay. I need to go up here. Yes. Okay. Now we're up here. Now we did that. Rate this game from 1 to 10. I mean, I don't know how I would even properly rate this game, to be honest with you. This game is both one of the best games I've ever played, and I hate it deeply. I needed that man to die. I need this man to die. He's dead. A 5? I don't know where I'd rate it. It's hard. It's definitely like, I don't know if I'd say the controls are bad. They're just like counterintuitive to like any normal fucking video game you would play. And it seems like unnecessarily clunky sometimes. But I think also like the unnecessary clunkiness is also like what's making it kind of a little challenging. You son of a bitch. Where did you go? That dirty bastard right there. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls is another hard game because of the controls. They're a little like counterintuitive to what you would think from most like action games. Like most action games, you're faster and you know, you can like opt out of an attack as you're starting to make it. Like Dark Souls, if you start an attack, you're fucking finishing that attack. And sometimes that causes you to get hit because you change your mind, you don't want to attack. But you're stuck, now you're attacking. Suck it, bitch. How many endings of this game are there? I think 2. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I think I remember this level. They're not that. Do I not do that? Do I go this way? This has 20 levels. You ever see me play this level for over an hour? Seems accurate. Awkward. What do I do here? I can't remember. That's what we do. The 2-hour time limit's pretty rough. Whoa, I was hanging. I didn't realize. The 2-hour time limit's pretty rough blind. Yeah, this game is just rough blind in general. I mean, because like the levels get rather long and somewhat confusing, and sometimes they have like a secret entrance, or like where you need to go is like off screen, or they make it look intentionally like a wall instead of, because like there's some walls you can go through. I didn't mean to do that. There's some walls you can go through. That's, you know, like you're maybe not trying to touch every wall. I do think the animation's really good, but I also think Mortal Kombat 1 had great animation. Mortal Kombat can suck eggs? Wow. What a gigantic hater. Are you crazy? Yeah, there's a password system, but we just start over every day. I probably could just do the password system, but I do, like, in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, well, once we're done, we'll probably beat it anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. I don't remember what to do here. Killer Instinct's better than Mortal Kombat? Dude, I completely agree with that assessment. Wait, Killer Instinct is better than Mortal Kombat, though. I don't even know. Killer Instinct's better than Street Fighter. The first Killer Instinct is the greatest fighting game of that generation. I don't care what anybody says. That feels like rage bait. I don't even know why this is a debate. Both games stole combo systems from Killer Instinct. That's literally what games are now. Ultra! Ultra! Are you guys serious? I feel like you guys are insane. Are we even having this debate? I'm about to turn this game off and turn on Killer Instinct just so you guys can all be like, oh yeah, he's right. Killer Instinct was a flavor of the month. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter stuck around. Okay, first of all, they stuck around because they got more games. Killer Instinct was living in like IP hell for so long, and now Rare just, you know, is what Rare is. You just rubbed your eye in tobacco residue? I bet that sucks. Fucking fuck. Combo breaker. Killer Instinct had one remake? I've never even seen that. Soul Calibur 2 is the greatest fighting game ever anyway. I am not mad at your pick right there. You're not gonna find any big argument for me on Soul Calibur 2. You know what fighting game I really love that never gets a lot of love and I wish it would? Like the series is pretty much dead. Dead or Alive. I love Dead or Alive 3 for 360. Dead or Alive was so simple, like paper, rock, scissors fighting game. Well, Killer Instinct 2 is just not as good as Killer Instinct 1, I feel. I've never actually played Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Why is my name GrandPooBear? What's the origin story? All right, so before I got started streaming, I mean, for a lot of people know, I live in Lake Tahoe. It's in California. There's a lot of bears around here. And before I got started streaming, I lived in this house that had like a family of bears behind it. And I started leaving out food for them. And then they started coming and kind of like hanging out in my backyard and chilling. And people would come over and like we'd have like barbecues and stuff, and they would just like be hanging out in the backyard chilling and playing. And that's how I became known as The GrandPooBear. The Pooh Bear is like, because, you know, it's like, I never wear pants. And the Grand was because, like, I was in charge of all the bears in that neighborhood. It was a real Jungle Book situation. Yeah, it was a real Jungle Book situation. I never played DOA after 3. GrandPooBear is a character in Chrysalis. That's an old mafia term. Like a GrandPooBear is an old mafia term. But my name has nothing to do with that. In charge of the bears? I know it's kind of weird that someone that looks like a twink would be in charge of the bears. The GrandPooBear is like an old mafia term for like an out-of-touch Don. For like someone that's like a Don that's old and senile but still runs the family. You're right, you do look like a twink. You know what? Kind of take that as a compliment. Is the mustache making me look twinkier? I feel like it does. You have an arcade cabinet of Killer Instinct too? It makes me look older? How old do I look right now? Probably probably like exactly my age. 41. Fair. 57. Am I still friends with Carl? Yeah. Did people ever ask Carl that? What does he say? What do I do the entire day before streaming? Entire day? It's fucking, what do you mean? I live on the West Coast. Nothing. I sleep, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I get my kid ready to school. Maybe make sweet, sweet love to my wife. Maybe. But today I started at 6. 6 what? Whee! Down by the fire? Really wherever we can. You're in the UK? Well, I'm not in the UK, right? So you have a whole day. You had a whole day before I started streaming, but I just woke up. Yeah, I'm on the west coast of the US, so like it's 1 o'clock here right now. Did you think I was in the UK? Because that makes me even happier. My British accent's crushing, chat. Or even better, did you just learn about time zones right now? Because that's even better. I'm gonna go out and try and get laid with my new British accent. What are time zones? Actually, a lot of... No, tomorrow night. Today's the last day of good time zone. Tomorrow night, everything ends early. So jealous of Arizonans. I know, your guys' is last week's. I hate it. It's literally the worst. I wake up, it's dark. I go to sleep, it's dark. World Series Game 7, I hope it goes into 78 innings. How many extra innings before the Dodgers try to pitch Yamamoto? Like if it's 15, he starts warming up, right? I know he just pitched, but motherfucker, fuck. What up, player of the Penelope? You know, all the baseballs just get lodged on the wall. Yeah, that one I know is, that one was controversial. That one's like, they're saying it's controversial, but it was just like the right call. I mean, it sucks, but like, I don't know. You got to get lucky to win. Yeah, I mean, that was worse. That was a bigger deal. The base running was a bigger deal than the... Fucking hot. You want to move somewhere on the equator? Aren't people moving away from the equator at like rapid rates because it's fucking hot? I do agree though, the long days are dope. But couldn't you just like go like to like the Netherlands for part of the year and then like, is there a southern hemisphere version of that? Yes, but you like it hot? I don't think you like it that hot. I also like it hot, but not that hot. Curiosity broke your spacebar, or did you break your spacebar playing Curiosity? Don't put that juju on us. We are not responsible for your spacebar, okay? Please leave a good review. Yeah, I don't think living near the equator would be awesome. I think you want to live like in San Diego. Yeah, when I was in Portland, it was early. We're legally not responsible. Chaining wall runs at the vet. Again, legally not responsible for your $5 keyboard you bought off Amazon Basics. Or the Razer keyboard you have if it broke. I shouldn't say that. I've done Razer sponsorships like 3 times. Never again after that. Curiosity didn't break anything but your hearts with the ending. Maybe if you got good, your ending wouldn't be so sad. I know, it's hard because Razer makes stuff that looks good, but I've had bad luck with it. I've had real bad luck with it. What if you just take one team getting sued by this? What if it just takes one for the team getting sued by this guy and a $12 keyboard, and then we set a legal precedent class action Nintendo for all the controllers they ruined by Smash? I see what you're saying. But also, that's not how this relationship works. You take one for my team, okay? You sub to me. Also, my team would. We can't afford to take one. We've sold a little bit of copies of Curiosity, but not like a get in a lawsuit amount of copies. I haven't even hit 100% in it. Yeah, we have not sold get in a lawsuit amount of copies. Yeah, I'm the same way. I much prefer playing with... Wait, what is the purpose of this? Where am I going now? I just don't remember. Razer promises toasters. Razer sent me that. You remember the mask they made for COVID? They sent me that mask, right? But the thing is with that mask, it literally wasn't like legal anywhere. It didn't count as like you had to wear a mask anywhere. It didn't count. That one wouldn't count. Yeah, I'm not meticulous about care about some of my stuff. I'm literally like, it's a tool, not a jewel. How do I get in here? The Thrustmaster? Fuck yeah, it is. Although, if you don't know anything about racing wheels and you just heard that the GrandPooBear Thrustmaster, you'd be like, whoa, what is he selling? How does that one open up? The GrandPooBear body pillow? I would sell a GrandPooBear body pillow. Listen, I'll sell any merch you guys are willing to buy. People always like, oh, the banana hammock, oh, the thongs, right? If I actually thought there was a market for it, I would be selling that shit left and right. Are you crazy? Listen, I can't... What if I can't stream forever? What if one day I need to go into the thong game? Actually, I got sent the Red Bull advent calendar yesterday. They did send it to me. Do I go down here? No, I don't go down there. Oh, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. A GrandPooBear advent calendar? I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants a fudge calendar from GrandPooBear. Also, I don't eat chocolate. It'd be hard candy for me. Or a calendar, right? But it's just me. Not a calendar, an advent calendar. But every day you open up a new picture of me in a revealing Santa outfit. I do think we need to bring the Men of Kaizo Coliseum calendar back. I know, I'm trying to get better. My wife wants to have play dates, but she's like, we can't have play dates if you're gonna act like a fucking idiot while you're streaming every day. And I'm like, send our kid to their house. What are you doing? Hey, Buck. My wife sounds wise. She's also hot. I've thought about sound. Like I've done a little. I mean, how much soundproofing can you really do? You don't have 6.1 flight hours in the air. What are you doing? What are you doing for your flight? Are you a book reader? Are you a movie watcher? I feel like 6 hours, I can't watch a movie. Cause like, I get real depressed when I like watch a really long movie on a flight and it ends and I'm like, oh God, I still got a lot of flight left. So where the fuck are you going with a 6-hour flight? Europe? Whore! Oh, you've been the captain. Oh, you have 6.1 hours of flight time. I got it. That's actually dope. So, but what you're saying is still less time than I have in Microsoft Flight Sim, which in turn would make me more capable. Oh, well, fuck you then. I got like 15. I got like 15 hours in Flight Sim. And most of that's trying to set up my controllers. Yeah, you still got me. You have like 30 hours in Pilot Wings? The original? Or 64? What's the most hours I have in any game? Probably Mario Maker 1, I'd say. I would guess, I don't know. Mario Maker or Super Mario World, just if you count like every hacks. You have 365 days on an EverQuest character? Wow. That really puts things in perspective. Do I think we'll get a Switch 2 version of Mario Maker 2? I mean, I would really like a version that allowed you to build levels with the mouse. I think I would definitely be like into building levels again if I could build one with the mouse. Right? But I don't really want more. I just want Mario Maker 3. Like, I want whatever is next for Mario on Switch in general. Like, Odyssey's almost 10 years old. Mario Wonder now is 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, I got a Switch too. And, I mean, like, it's great for playing Zelda. You predict 3D Mario in 2027? Still 2 years. I don't know. I mean, will America still be around by then to ship it to? I don't know. Animal Crossing sold like 30 million copies, so I get why they're doing that, but so like, I don't know, why are we not, like, aren't we just ready for a new Animal Crossing? Like, aren't we just there? I don't know. I think I get a little frustrated. I think Nintendo, like the general internet, like, oh, Nintendo just pumps out a bunch of sequels to their games constantly. And I kind of feel the opposite. I feel like I wish Nintendo was pumping out more sequels to their games. Like, I feel like it's long enough where we could have had another Metroid Dread. Is that really a crazy thing to want? But then again, what do I know? Curiosity sold 3,000 copies and Nintendo thinks an 8 million copy game is a failure. So, what do I know? Somebody handed out potatoes to your kids for Halloween. I hate that. They should remake Zelda 2. There is a Zelda 2 remake. The potato thing is a huge stupid trend right now. I wish someone would in my neighborhood. You know what? Our HOA doesn't do shit, but I hope they would yell at those people about watering their plants. It's not what ours does at all, but if they did, if somebody handed out potatoes, I hope that person gets a lot of shit. In this economy, you should just be happy you're getting free potatoes. Bro, potatoes are more expensive than candy. Potatoes are awesome. You'll take a potato. If you guys give a kid a potato for trick-or-treating, you're a monster. You're a literal monster. There's a lot of houses that do shots or different things, but there's one house that literally gives away Jello shots and syringes to the parents. Big fan of that house. Big fan. Yeah, we have a great neighborhood. We have a really fun neighborhood. God, I fucking hate this level. A cooked potato would be even weirder. Oh yeah, all the parents are drinking during trick-or-treating. It's a party. Heard someone was giving instant ramen packs. There was like a few houses that had like, do you want like chips or candy? But that's like the, are you kidding me here? Guys, you're not letting your child eat a fucking baked potato, okay? None of you are letting your child eat a baked potato from a fucking stranger on Halloween, all right? None of you are. We've been worried about fentanyl in our candy for 25 years, razor blades, and now y'all are just like, oh yeah, I wish we could get a baked potato. Shut the fuck up. You'd all would be so pissed if someone gave your goddamn kid a baked potato or any type of potato, unless it's like potato chips. Oh my God. Nothing. Yeah, that's why there's no fucking bags of apple slices. There's no caramel apples anymore. You keep going down there, it's always spikes. Dude, this jump is like impossible to hit because of the delay. Like you get on the screen, you immediately press B and he either jumps too early or doesn't jump at all. Do I enjoy this game? I enjoy parts of this game. There's things that I really fucking hate, like this, because like, it's just like, I'm not, you know, like, respectfully, I'm usually decent with the running and the jumping. He didn't say trick or treat? You should have just stared at him until he did. How do you know he was 17? How do you know? Yeah, how do you know he was 17? You know what I say? Just give the fucking candy. If a grown adult comes to your place with a fucking thing, give him the fucking candy. Who gives a fuck, dude? Yeah, who honestly gives a fuck? Yeah, allow the parents want candy too. We had a parent one time whose kid was sick. And we knew them. Their kid was sick, so they went out to get candy for the kid, and some houses were like, "What the fuck is this?" But we knew them and we knew their kid was sick. Jump! The entirety of a child's life, you're taught not to take candy from strangers. Oh, see, I told my kid, yeah, take their candy, but then don't get in their car. It's usually not a stranger in the kidnapping game. Oh my God. All right. Tell him I appreciate it. Popeye candy sticks? Just give him yeah, full cans of spinach. I hate this. Bloodhead, thank you for 9 months. I love subs. Our sub baby just happened. Sometimes you're not prepared and you just hand them random shit in the house. Just shut off your light. How then? How? How are we supposed to get that? So remember one time you and your friend got held up for candy? You were both like 17? There's a lot going on there. There were 2 separate groups dressed as blown up dinosaurs, and at the end of the night we saw them have a big dinosaur rumble. It was actually pretty funny. You're leaving to get a beer? Fine. Alcohol takes precedent over this incredible achievement. Only if you sub. Have I achieved anything yet? Whoa, 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 whoa. All you're doing is failing to jump? You know what? I wish all of you played this game. Nice. Nice. What was that for? You played this game when you were a kid and was never able to figure out the controls? They're wonky. Oh, chug a muffin. Ow. Damn, he cut me down. Did the parry guy ever come back? No. No, dead to me. Yeah, I played the PS2 game, Sands of Time. Sands of Time is amazing. Oh. What's my favorite game of all time? Spelunky 2. Mario 3. I don't know, tough question. Elden Ring. What a bitch. What a bitch right there. What a fucking asshole. Maybe Elden Ring? Not Curiosity? I love Curiosity. But I think that would be a little weird if that was my favorite game of all time in some ways too. This level's hard to look at. Yeah, I hate this level. This one's not in the DOS game. This level is. You didn't know hell was in this game? I know. This is where we got the idea from for Curiosity. Right here. I think all skeletons would die face down, ass up. But a skeleton doesn't really have an ass. I feel like an ass is like more of a muscle thing. I think it's just got bones. Like there's not an ass. That's just my, yeah, that's just my hypothesis about it. A coccyx? Coccyx. What I don't get is, why is this part of the dungeon? Why do they have a portal to hell in the dungeon? Ah! All dungeons have a portal. You know what? In Dungeon Crawler Carl, they actually do have a lot of portals. And I think one is to essentially hell. Why do you look like Ronald McDonald on this level? Everyone knows when you go to hell. Everyone knows when you go to hell, you become a redhead. Because they take your soul. God damn, South Park still hits with that one. Yeah, it's sad. All your clothes, everything. Gingers do have souls, LMAO. Do you have proof? Is there a way to prove that? Dude. I mean, you're not making light of it. I think, you know what I think? I don't think you should have clarified at the end. I think you should have just let the joke roll. I think that would have worked better, actually. Yeah, you just got to stick the joke. Why are skeletons so cool? They are cool, aren't they? Skeletons are fucking cool. Even though a skeleton makes no sense. Like, a skeleton wouldn't be able to stand on its own at all. It's fucking stupid. Bones don't just join together. Do the controls suck? Yes. Well, it's just like everything's delayed and works on like a grid system. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Oh fuck. Magic? Magic, magic, magic. Listen, a deck of cards is not fucking helping anyone stand up straight with no muscles. Nah, the steel wire, though. On average, every person has a little bit more than one human skeleton inside of them. Like, because some people are born with extra bones. But aren't there some people born with less than normal amount of bones too? But yeah, I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I'm actually thinking more people are born with less bones, less than normal bones, than a full amount. And then if you're counting people that lose bones, I'm not repeating that mom joke. I'm not being like goaded into that. Can confirm you have one extra rib and 2 vertebrae. Oh yeah, I took out the extra ribs. I didn't want them. I heard it makes you more flexible. Okay, that was probably the dumbest. We didn't have internet rumors, but the dumbest playground rumor we had, right? That had to be the dumbest one. Pregnant women have 2 or more folk skeletons inside of them. Well, kids have more bones than adults. Oh, you literally said that the second line. But that baby doesn't just have bones right away. That's not how it works. The Ouroboros, the rumor about Marilyn Manson and his rib removal surgery. That joke went all the way to Russia? Wow. Ouroboros is the snake that eats itself, so we're talking about the same rumor? Yeah, same exact thing. Germany, too. I mean, that it kind of shows you, though, how easy it was to be controversial, like, back in the late 90s. Like, you just had to start a rumor that you could suck your own wang, and, like, boom, that's controversial. I don't even think people would blink an eye about that now. Yeah, they'd be, I mean, honestly, I think most people would be like, ooh, where do I go? Where do I go to get that surgery done? Name origin story? I just told one like 10 minutes ago. Oh, God, fucking shit. Yeah, it's weird how things used to spread like pre-internet days. Shot down. You don't need to remove any ribs, just be very flexible and have little to no body fat. Or a giant wang, right? I guess we know which one you don't have, lack of sense. Since you seem to be such an expert. Oh my God, did I tell you my kid got in trouble for singing Lava Chicken at school? Yeah, so Lava Chicken, he was singing the song, and then at it goes, it's tasty as hell, right? And my kid didn't know hell was a bad word. He had no clue. And like, respectfully, I never really told him it was a bad word, you know? I never really corrected him on that one. Because most of the times he's talked about it has been in the concept of like, you know, the actual place. Yeah, we got a little note from the school about it. If you could please explain to him that he should censor this song and maybe any other ones that he plans on singing. He didn't get in a lot of trouble, chat. No, it wasn't like actual trouble. And honestly, his favorite artist is Gucci Mane. I am so glad that's the song he got in trouble for, because I have been terrified for literally a year and a half now that he's just going to be singing like one random hook off Lemonade. You know what I've got him listening to right now is Still Tippin' by Mike Jones. He loves blowing up my endo. GameCube, Nintendo. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot, hoes all on me. That's what he's gonna be singing next. Fuck! You remember the 90s where they used to release censored versions of rap albums for kids? Kids Bop? Kids Bop's still a thing. I'm gonna be a grandfather sooner than I think. No. We've shut that down. No, we're very... I'm gonna be teaching about all the safe ways way earlier. Well, they still have like clean versions of, they still make like radio edits of songs. Like WAP has a radio edit. But honestly, the radio edit of WAP is, to me, grosser than just like saying wet ass pussy. Yeah, like they still do that, but it's just not every song. Honestly, most songs don't curse as much as they did in like 94. Wet and Gushy was way worse. Yeah, I thought Wet and Gushy, the radio edit, sounded way worse. I used to get butthurt if I accidentally bought an edited CD. All they talk about in rap is like guns, money, and girls. You know what? You can just say you don't listen to rap music, bro. It's fine. They've been saying that since 1983. All right, you can just say you don't listen to rap music. I don't think any rapper talks about guns anymore. At least not like more than a metaphor. You know what? Except YG. YG's might be the exception. YG's like the last gangster rapper. Rap is god awful. You know what? Watch this. Watch this. Whatever version of you like, whatever version of music you like is god awful. Boom. Get wrecked. Ha! I got a microphone, you don't. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there's never a country song that talks about guns and girls. All emo songs talk about is fucking emo shit that their parents did. They're all 50. We can do this with everything. Just listen to nature sounds. That fucking Mozart. God damn. All he did was, oh, a fucking another violin. Oh, violin solo. Way to go, Mozart. Country, it's usually the girl with the gun because he cheated. That is a whole version of country. I know. You prefer video game soundtracks? Like Curiosity? Actually, our soundtrack does bang. Yeah, I think pop country is objectively the worst genre. Country music that tries to sound like rap music is the worst genre. I bet Jelly Roll's a fine human. Name 5 country songs that don't mention a bar. Baton Rouge. Reba McEntire's Rebel. The Dixie Chicks song where they murder the husband. Jolene. Folsom Prison Blues doesn't mention a bar ever. Actually, just name 5 country songs. We're getting pretty deep on my country. We've gone pretty deep. Am I just guessing songs I know that are country? I mean, it is. That has to be part of it. Probably a lot of John Wayne. John Wayne didn't make music. He was in movies. I think there's good music in every genre. I think the fact that you can repackage most R&B songs into country songs 6 months later and still have another hit isn't like a good sign. That's all. Ugh! I think though we're in a weird spot with the idea of what country is though in America, because the vast majority of people that wear like cowboy boots to a concert are cosplaying as they go back to their suburban household the same way I do. You know, like they're not on a farm ranching outside, things like that. You know, we're at this weird spot. But to be fair, I used to be a white kid cosplaying as if I was from a much rougher neighborhood than I was too. So. Music is good. Yeah, there's good music and there's bad music in every genre. That's my general thesis of everything. Was this as far as we made it? Well, that's the other thing, like the southeastern part of the country was never a cowboy. That was never where cowboys were, right? I don't remember this one. Five minutes remain. I don't think we're getting it. I don't think we're getting the good ending. Also, about half the Cowboys were gay. Well, when you're, I think this is, can I just be real? It's not that half the Cowboys were gay, okay? It's that a lot more of the population is probably bisexual than they realize. And then once they get in a situation where it's only other dudes and pickings get real slim, it's just like going to jail. Right? You really, not only that, like, think about, like, if you're attracted to personality at all and you just saw someone save your ass on a ranch, that's hot. You don't think it's anything like going to jail? I think it's exactly like going to jail. Yeah. Actually, I think it's the exact same thing. Slim Pickens would be a great name for a gay country song. Ow! Why do you have so much health? Good point. I mean, it's not a non-stereotypical thing. No. Fucking fuck shit balls. Most. I mean, I don't know. But given our percentage of the population, most might be hard, although there might be a large amount. Ah. The only ranching experience you got is monster ranching. I do hate this fucking game. Gay cowboys would ask if other cowboys knew Walt Whitman and that was the real code of the Old West. What do they do now? This doesn't seem nearly as bad as some recent games, though. Did you just get here, Furious George? You must have just gotten here. I would say this has like maybe like the opposite problem of Battletoads. So Battletoads controls really well and has stupid level design. This has gorgeous level design. It just controls like ass. Yeah, I don't know. I think chat might say this is worse than Battletoads. Compared to Super Star Wars? Nah, I think that one's honestly probably the legit hardest one. But that could also be because I'm stupid. Mr. Gate, well then, you probably were a little... Battletoads had better music. What happens when time runs out? Now I'm locked into the bad ending. I believe. He controls like a zombie. He does. I feel like I feel like the only way I'm ever gonna get the full, like, in 2 hours is if I beat the game a couple times so I can remember the fucking levels, because, like, clearly the way I'm doing it like this, I'm never gonna beat him. The time I was Brent your girlfriend from getting married, so maybe now I'm getting cucked. Well, better buy a chair for the bedroom. It's exactly like the level from 2 days ago, except red. Oh, I think it is. I feel like there's just no way to get around here. Crawl underneath it, you dumb, dirty bitch! It's not possible. There's not enough time to do this. The game's trolling me. Do you remember correctly? You thought there was a way to walk while crouched? I don't know if you're remembering correctly. I don't think you're remembering correctly. You can crouch hop? How? Oh, what the fuck is that? I don't get how it works. I don't get how it works, though. Okay. You want to install this game just so you can uninstall it? Well, it's a cartridge, so that wouldn't do anything. Oh, but hey, yeah, but chat, if I press down right here, here's the thing. If I press down right here to crouch, he just moves. So I can't do it. Yep, can't do it. So that doesn't work. Yeah, because if I ever press down right here, he just goes back down. What about diagonal? Yep, if I press diagonal. Thank you. Take fall damage. I already tried that. Thank you for telling me to do the thing we were trying to do a second ago that wasn't working, because when you take fall damage, you stay crouched for like 5 seconds. Appreciate that. Cancel the landing animation by rolling. Just frame trap them. I am doing that. Thought there was a thing up there. But if I press down harder, usually that tends to work. I gotta pee. I have to pee, chat. Okay, I'm going to go pee. I'm going to come back. We're going to beat this level. I believe this is the level we were stuck on. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I almost just fucked up. I believe this was the level we were stuck on before. So we're going to beat it now. Go piss girl? I thought you were saying gossip girl. I'll be right back. Enjoy some be right back